Race number 5 at Sha Tin. We're back onto the all-weather here for the first leg of the triple trio, and the fifth still over the 1,200 metres here. This Class 4 contest, 12 going to post. 8 trigrams takes the class drop. Glorious Lover gets onto the all-weather for the first time. Still a maiden after 16 starts here in Hong Kong, though. The debutantes are Dashing Fit for John Sides and Laputa for Francis Loy. Lucky Ruby won 2 races on the all-weather, 2 and 3 starts back, beaten on the turf last time out. Holy Showcasing third to Gallant Legacy last time out, and the Best Hero was second in that race, beaten just 3/4 of a length. Key runners here, Tom, who we're looking for?
8 trigrams and Lucky Ruby. Lucky Ruby's 2 from 2 on the surface now for Manfred Mann. He's ridden by Matthew Chadwick out of barrier number 5, and Jack Wong will look to try and come across with 8 trigrams. Laputa should be relatively handy from Steel Wind with the blinkers off from gate number 4. He's normally pretty handy. Everyone's Victory is drawn awkwardly in gate number 11. He had no early speed at last to start Everyone's Victory. And one of the other newcomers there, Dashing Fit, likely to get back with Glorious Lover, who might be a little bit handy. I thought maybe Glorious Lover there from barrier number 2.
OK. All right, let's have a look at the form of 8 trigrams and Dashing Fit here trialling one of his 11 trials, Paul, to get ready for this race.
Yes, he's had plenty, and he's going to wear blinkers on debut. He's drawn awkwardly in barrier 10. He's 11.04 pounds is Dashing Fit. I thought 8 trigrams won this trial nicely enough there on the inside. He's got to carry the big weight, so he does get a little bit of relief with Jack Wong aboard. And barrier 12, he should be able to get across. So, look, I've included 8 trigrams.
I left out 8 trigrams. I also left out Dashing Fit. He'd also trialled in Australia prior to arriving with Patrick Payne, and he'd run 4th in a trial at Moe, so 12 all up for him.
This was quite good, though, I thought, Tom. Glorious Lover.
Yeah, he's been knocking on the door, this horse, still yet to win from his 16 starts, Dennership and Joe Moreira. He seemed to respond quite nicely when asked by Joe Moreira in this trial here. That's Victory Scholars there to the inside of him, and I thought he went on nicely. So he's a horse, Paul, knocking on the door.
Well, yeah, he's been quite consistent on the turf, so they're obviously trying the all-weather now.
All right, still at the trials here, Paul, and this is Lucky Ruby. I think you're quite keen on.
Yeah, I do like this horse. Look, he's unbeaten on the all-weather. He's had 2 starts. He's won them both nicely. He's quite brave in his last one. He comes here in this trial and he's won the trial. So he goes a lot better on this surface than he does on the turf. Divine Regulus didn't run too badly, and he's coming to the surface for the first time. But I think Lucky Ruby from barrier 5 can dictate in this race.
Yeah, and he's beaten Fairy Floss in that trial. We know how the form stacked up there. Divine Regulus thought was interesting because he's a horse that was in the market last time out at 9.9. He's actually hit the line OK in that trial. OK, all right, we'll look out for him then. It's currently a 10-to-1 shot, but Lucky Ruby, Paul, is the favourite. Yeah,
and I've got him on top. I'm going to make him the best of the day. I think he's really well placed on the surface by Zoostar. 2 starts, 2 wins, so he's on top. Holy Showcasing, I thought was a really good run from him on debut on the surface as well. He hit the line strongly from his low draw. A Steel Wind comes to the surface for the first time. Another one that's drawn nicely. He should get the best run in the race, and then 8 trigrams in there for 4th, who should be on the pace. But really like the 7 here. 7, 10, 11, 1.
That might sum up what kind of race this is. I've only got 1 number out of Paul's numbers there, and that is Lucky Ruby. But going here with the newcomer by Ifraj out of a more than ready mare, Laputa, who was at the rear in his most recent trial, but he made some ground nicely on the fence. Now, I thought he had a similar sort of profile to a horse I liked a couple of weeks back at Happy Valley called Party Warrior. He trialled in New Zealand. He was unplaced in 1 trial but ran 4th in another, and he was with Tony Pike for those trials. So Laputa there at 35-to-1. Lucky Ruby, Glorious Lover. I think Just Like Listening's got a chance here. He's a little bit hard to catch, but he's drawn gate number 1 and he's well rated, so 6, 7, 2 and 4.
A little bit from column A, bit from column B for me. 2 and 7 is my cue there. I think Glorious Lover can make the switch from barrier 2 under Joe Moreira. That's the Class 4 on the dirt over the 1,200 metres.